I had to try hard and painfully grind for this. Imagine you have to farm in a place where you can actually get good magic drops, like leaf, here. And you cannot obtain ultra magic leaf drops because you have Mythic Orb. Yes, that was myself here. That was myself. And a lot of players certainly already had Ultra Orb, either because of a developer event, or because they were at a Super Magic Firefly that spawned naturally. I, however, fumbled this event, because I died sometime after this first Firefly, and I could not get back into the server, as you can tell with all of these players. As for the Magic Fireflies that I did go to that spawned naturally, all of them dropped Mythic Orb and Ultra Battery, just to mess with my head. All three of them dropped a Mythic Orb. I just could not take it no more. I just stayed in the Firefly zone until I noticed there was a Firefly wave happening, because this was the easiest place to find out whether or not there was a Firefly wave. And changing servers does not matter because they all happen universally at the same time. This was also a pain because sometimes I had to wait for nearly 3 hours for a wave to spawn. And you saw that I have 50 Mythic Orbs, so you know that I'm taking this seriously. When there was a Magic Firefly wave, I would leave the Firefly zone and enter the hardest Ultra area. And at that point there would be a chance that a bunch of Magic Fireflies would actually load in, assuming there are no other players here to load all of the monsters in. Now you question me by saying, how would you be able to obtain the Ultra Fireflies? All I'll say is, I would never have been able to do this if I did not have Unique Bone, and I had to do this solo, because if I did it in a squad, it would all be messed up. I mean, it's already messed up anyway, look at this swarm. If I had no Unique Bone, this would be a nightmare, because with Unique Bone, I can clear every single Ultra monster except Wasp, as I could not insta-kill them. I mean, I would avoid them anyway, because the missiles are drunk. And yes, it is possible for Magic Fireflies to spawn in replacement of normal Fireflies. I've done this a lot actually. Navigating through this horde of enemies is very difficult, and if I see any Ultra Wasps, I just go a different way. Think of this as a blockade that I cannot get past, and if I hit them, it's over for me. This Ultra Magic Firefly is basically impossible to get as there are too many Ultra Wasps. Why bother? All this does is make my pain even greater. Do you remember the old Heaven Waves in Waves? Well, how about I show you another one? Witness the gloriousness that is this. It only happens when no one else is farming here and no monsters have been loaded in. I try and load every single area in, and the hardest area at the top is not easy with all of these monsters. It's just pure satisfaction seeing all of these Magic Fireflies and knowing that I can hoard them all. And it's not the only time I did it either. I even did it at some harder zones as well, as the amount of Ultra Fireflies is amazing. Good loot. For the record, I was doing orb farming over days, maybe even a week. Do not think this is all in the same session because it was not. It really wasn't. That would have only been the case if waves happened during every 10 minutes, but no. However, this will come to an abrupt end, because I am about to get a sudden drop from out of nowhere from this Ultra Firefly. I obtained the Ultra Orb from this Ultra Firefly. I had about 56 orbs, Mythic Orbs, and about 2,000 Legendary Orbs as I got this, so I wasn't too far off, I guess. And the grind is officially over. I did find the rest of the Magic Fireflies after obtaining the orb, however, just to clear the wave, or as much of the wave as possible. I'm just glad that the grind is officially over. Now I can loot what I need with this.